Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country. Last time, we did stuff here in Aletta, and this time, well, we are going to start heading our way to the capital after we learn what's Malice's next target.
Aren't we intrepid?
Before we get started though, just trying to collect more stuff here. Weeping Flower. I can't remember where Shepherd's Coronet is. It's been an item that I really need. It might actually be in Gormott, I don't know. I'm not really going to be focusing right now, so yeah, the enemies are starting to tone down a little bit, but don't worry, they'll ramp back up soon enough. So, our destination today is going to be heading across this bridge. Once you're all ready steady, I'd recommend being close to level 30. That'll be a good enough of a level. You can make your way up here, and this broken bridge is finally fixed. Now you'll be able to get Let Bridge. Come right here for the next thing, the Honey Slate. Yeah, enemies, they are already starting to pick themselves up. Blah. Thank you for welcoming to this, and yes. Alright then. We get some Ricks here. Interesting thing about Ricks though, is that you can actually, yeah, they have topple, so you can go on ahead, click launch, and Mithra will probably go immediately into smash. Really nice to do. So yeah. Ooh. Pitfall. Yeah. That's annoying. Alright then. Get dunked on. Alright then. First brick is down. Alright then. Yeah, Pitfall. Do your thing. So yeah, so Ricks, they're annoying. Alright. Xenoblade. Probably should have gone for the break first. Oh, nice. Launch. And get smashed on. Very nice. Into the flames.
Okie dokie.
So that's it there. So heading up further, here at Olnard's Trail. Next destination is going to be up on top of the sill top, because we get more Ricks there, which they want to play. Alright, fine. Very nice. A lot more stuff for, Rigid. Alright then. Dispel that miasma. Miasma's miasma. At least miasma's getting a more significant role in this game than in the base game. Then again, anything that has to deal with rock really gets a lot more. Same with the Gion. Well, heading up here, we get ourselves a nice little comfy alcove.
It's live jackpot. What's an Ethereum monster doing here?
Worry about that later. Come on!
Alright then, so, level 29 Slife Jargon. This is why I've been doing a lot of levels, because this guy is hard. He is a wake-up call for sure. Just, he has a lot of health. So this guy can be rather tricky. So yeah, recommendation, go for fusion combos. Alright then. Go for the fusion combo, and start laying it out. Alright then. So yeah, fusion combo just goes to town. Really nice. Oof, rolling. Yeah, not good. Alright. Meet the ground. Alright. So, half health. Goes into cutscene.
Is it over?
to finish a job, my prince.
I thought I told you to stop calling me that.
A blade?
He's Minoc, Questor of Malthus's blade.
Malthus's?
He's one of the Questors at Indol. And Malos' driver.
Alright, and now for the second part of the battle, in which a lot more stuff goes down. Alright then, so we can go to character screen. Alright then, so, blade switch for Minoth, and let's get into the fun, because there's a lot going down for phase 2. Contributing to a blade combo will cause elemental orbs to start orbiting enemies. This has been going on for a long time. You can then destroy them and inflict other special effects during a chain attack. Press plus while your party gauge has all three bars full to launch an attack sequence in which teams take turns hitting a foe, hit 3 times. So yeah, starts out with a lot more stuff. We'll be getting to the chain attack momentarily, so enrage, please. Alright then. So, we have a new character in Minoth. Minoth acts a lot like a DPS blade. He has a lot to him though. His main thing is maintain less aggro to deal way more damage. He's relatively fun to use. Alright then, so chain attack time. Let's do this. So, during a chain attack, I'm going to lead off with Adam. You have 5 orbs. This is enough to cause a total combo. Alright then. Good enough for me. So, next up, Laura. Alright then, so, if inflict a ability on the opposite target, for example, fire deals increased damage to water by destroying an orb that has a lot of nice effects, extends the chain attack to the next level, raises damage bonuses, fills up the full burst gauge, and recharges used characters. Normally during chain attack, each team will attack once, but that's it. But if you manage to destroy an orb, you get to extend. So yes. Alright then. Wave 2, let's begin. Alright then, so yeah, talking about full burst. Alright, doing full burst, you'll do a lot more damage. Minoth, do your fun dance. Next up, Jen, as long as I use, Xeon for next wave. Alright then. Next up, Xeon. Alright. Yep, another round of punishment. Mithra. Alright. So we were good for full bursting. Alright, next up, Jen. Another burst. So the more bursts that you do within a combo, the more damage that you will do. Hugo, sure. There we go. So we're on to the last wave. Alright then. So, let's finish that with Adam. Once your full orb is done, then the chain attack will be done, and you'll go into full burst where you use level 4 special. Get dunked on.
I will grow stronger still. You've got an interesting way of fighting. You are?
Laura, that's Jin. And she is Hayes.
Pleased to meet you.
Jin? You don't mean from Torna? But 7 14 years ago, wasn't he?
Enough! Don't give a word to anyone!
Sounds like a good story is all I'm saying.
You want to hear?
Another time.
That was close. Thanks, Minoth. You're very capable, even on your own.
Well, maybe I should thank him. Or not?
Your core looks kind of different.
Well, I'm a flesh eater.
A flesh eater?
A being with human and blade cells. Made possible with Judician technology. That's how I can use my full strength anywhere, without my driver. But I'm pretty sure I'm a failed experiment, so to speak.
I never knew blades like that existed.
Flesh eaters.
What of Amalthus? Isn't he coming?
Nah. I just heard rumors that you guys had entered Torna. I used my own initiative.
Ah.
It's been 2 years since I saw him last.
Huh?
I arrived too late.
Is that right? Was that their child? That soldier? Wasn't that the one from...
Such a cruel world we live in.
Huh.
In Indal, there are a great many paintings depicting all manner of hells. But I think real hell might be closer to something like this.
Amalthus. You can't...
I had hoped once that the architect might save us all.
Since then, I haven't seen him. I heard he went climbing up the World Tree not long after. And brought divine revelations back with him.
You mean...
The Aegis. Malos.
But what kind of revelation is this? What kind of salvation? Could anyone call this salvation? His hope caused this, or his despair.
Despair?
How about you then? You're from the same stock?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just following this guy since he woke me up, and that's basically it. I have no particular interest in this world or its future.
And Malus himself?
His thoughts I'm especially uninterested in. We've never even met.
Please, don't mistake her. Despite the attitude, she's a good kid.
The hell is with that tone? Where do you get off acting all parental?
Oh, come on. I woke you up. I make sure you get enough to eat.
What?
Cloud sea crab sticks are tasty, aren't they? You're very welcome. Although I don't think I'd have managed to eat 6 myself.
What? You counted?
I don't know where you put all that.
I'm the Aegis. I need all the fuel I can get. Hey!
You are too easy to sneak up on. Where are my extra rations?
Oof. You little...
The Aegis, bested by a little kid.
Milton! Get back here!
You know, if the architect really does exist, I'd quite like to meet him. Salvation, huh?
Alright then. And after that pretty long battle and cutscenes and all that stuff, Menoth is probably within our battle capabilities.
Just you wait.
So I'd never quite gone over Menoth's whole thing since there was a lot going on within whatever was left in that battle. So Goncho adds 50% more damage to ratio after canceling. Drains 10% of current HP when using the art. Evasion during the act, which is really nice. And my personal favorite is Testigo. Increases damage dealt by 50% when HP is 90% or higher. Really nice. For rear arts, he has Hilo. Increases power of next art. Reduces 20% of aggro towards user upon landing a hit. Pretty nice.
This'll work better now.
And his last art is a Dorso. Increases accuracy. And the switched art inflicts break. Alright, I guess. Alright then.
Even prouder.
So yeah, so going on to his skill tree, he operates a lot like a, I guess a thief class. Increases damage dealt by 6% on every attack cancel. Really nice to just do attack canceling over and over again. Next up, defeat a Telleric on the trail in Torna, in which Medio reduces aggro buildup. Really nice for, I guess, that. And the big one is increases damage by 60% when battling a boss or unique enemy. Really good for unique monster hunting. Then he has entomology and, more importantly, mining. So you're able to dig up some new stuff. So yes, I really like using Menoth. It's pretty fun. What do I want to stick on you? I guess just find some random stuff. Shoulder to shoulder. What do I want with you? Endurance. Max accuracy. Trying to see what we want. I have a lot of stuff. Critical hit up, sure. Alright then, so everything's looking all nice and dandy. So with that, Adam, well, we officially have every single orb. So yeah, so you might have noticed that, well, we've been missing Dark all this time. Now we have it. So yeah, so one last thing about elemental combos. You have, your blades, and they're all set up, and then you have your drivers. One thing that I never quite mentioned, though, heading to, it would be under accessories. One thing that you can do, that I've never quite mentioned, though, is that your, drivers, they have their own accessories. What they do is that they change up special additives, like add 10% chance of attacking again. And then you have, you can change up their elements. They can be wind, fire, however though, your blades, they're all set. Meaning, there is no electric and there is no earth type blade. So, if you want to get full orb, you are going to have to get this. So it's pretty nice to change things up. All around though, it doesn't really matter. There's different tiers. Just stick with your defaults and you'll be fine. That's just one thing I never quite mentioned. Alright then. So I'll continue that further. So new tips have been added, so we have ourselves a campsite.
Your sword-swapping fighting style. It's very interesting, you know.
It's still quite rough, though. I'm a bit lacking in oomph. It'll take me a while to get it down properly.
See, I wasn't actually talking about the power or technique.
Oh? What then?
That connection you have. Human and blade. It's like a bond of sorts. I just found it curious.
An actual bond?
It's like that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know.
It does make sense. Lady Laura is always with Jin. And you almost never find time to practice with me. It's like he's her favorite.
Come on, don't say that. I'm an equal opportunities driver.
Liar!
You're both my partners and very dear to me. There's no favoritism, swear.
Are you really sure about that?
I think Hayes is a bit jealous. I have been with you longer, after all.
You think? All right then. Starting tomorrow, Hayes gets to take the lead. Good?
Wonderful!
You don't mind?
It's all right by me.
Do you remember? The last time we paid a visit to Indol?
What did you think?
You mean about him? Let's see. In a word, he seemed very human, protecting his heart with a mask of lies.
Are you curious what's behind it?
Not really. Most humans are like that, aren't they?
Cutting to the chase, I see. But I hear his achievements in Indol have been quite grand. The refugee protection policies from last year are his work as well.
So a hypocrite, then. Isn't that what you call the type?
Quite. I hope that's all he is.
He smiled. Did you notice?
No?
I think he might actually be enjoying this.
What?
The world in this state.
That's interesting.
You felt something was wrong, didn't you? That's why you brought me.
Don't you think they're worth saving?
If you think they are, you know you'll have my aid.
Even if you disagree?
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Oh, you mean that time? I remember. What about it?
What Minoth said bothered me. I think he was talking about Malos, but his words could just as easily have applied to a Malthus.
I suppose.
What if all of this is what a Malthus... No. What all of humanity really wants?
You don't mean it.
Hey. What are we going to do if we defeat Malice anyway?
You know. Like I told Hugo, go home and work the land. I didn't get to harvest the Grom rice this year.
Well, that might be good enough for you. Some others might not be too pleased with that.
Who is this?
Picked him up during a routine core collection. He was one of yours, right?
As we discussed, I engaged him as a broker of cores, but no more. What a waste of a human being.
That much is hard to deny.
What are you driving at?
Waste and refuse can have their own uses, I think. The project we spoke of before, I think it may be time to set it in motion.
You mean a blade eater?
His strength will grow exponentially. It will dwarf even that of a flesh eater.
And you can control him?
Oh, please. Even if we can't, there's no need to worry. After all, this is just a prototype. Sooner or later, the binding will decay and he will die. I hear he's got some connection to this paragon of Torna, you see. He'll prove useful either way. Torna, then? He's on your mind, isn't he? Malos.
Not him, but what comes after.
So you're trying to track down Malos? We must. Hither is Sancti Koean Titan. We can't just sit back and let him destroy the whole of Ilarust. Of course you can, but he's the Aegis, man. You can't just go up and try to fight him all on your own. Then what do you... Sorry. You can when you're another Aegis in the party. Word. Even still. In any case, our primary goal is to defend Torna, and not necessarily to bring Malos to a grisly end. Perhaps we can even convince him to end this peacefully. You can do that. It'd be a damn sight better than getting yourselves killed for no good reason. Ouch. Minoth here is a blade of a Malthus, just like Malos. I'm sure he knows far better about our chances than we do. You say he's being realistic? I am being realistic. If it's a Malthus saying the capital is the target, then it has to be true. You still trust him after everything he's done? Whatever he does, it's for his own benefit. You're just pawns in this game. We all are. It does sound better to act upon the information we do have rather than to move about aimlessly. Alright. What will you do now, Minoth? Now I'm going to join your little traveling troupe. How else am I going to keep tabs on you? Ha, I suppose so. If you're going to the capital, I assume you're well equipped for the desert. Well equipped how? Oh, just when you're sorry. Oh, you were just about to go in there in class with desert fever. Fantastic. Desert fever? An endemic disease caused by fungi. There's no harm to blades, but to humans, it can be lethal. Why haven't we heard of this? That I forgot. Dumbass. How are you supposed to get... Are you trying to get us killed before we even find Malos? Haha. Let's see to it that doesn't happen, shall we? We'll need enough medicine for Adam, Hugo, Milton, Mikhail, and me. Okay, we'll have to backtrack a bit, but they should have something back at the resistance camp. If we can collect the ingredients, they should be able to make enough anti-mycotics for the 5 of us humans. What do we need? Tawny carrots and nest asterisks, I believe. You can get the tawny carrots around the Torna grasslands. And to find the nest asterisks, we will need to defeat Someli nests. Okay then, let's get going. Alright then, so we have to cross a desert.
I see there's work to do.
Yeah, one thing that I've kind of mentioned before, this game has a very, very bad case of filleritis. So yeah, so you can see the extent of Malos' destruction. Quite destructive, I must say. So nest asterisks, I've kind of already mentioned. One area that I do know that exists is right here. I thought there was someone down here. Alright then. So, kill this thing you go. It'll be really quick. Alright then. Next nest is right here. Relatively easy to get. Really real. Alright then. So I guess the last little flyer should be right down here. Not terrible collecting them all. Just takes quite a bit of farming, I guess. I don't know. This filler section, I really don't like.
Is this really worth the effort?
Just comes right out of nowhere. It's like, hey, yeah, you should do a bit of farming. Just because. Yeah, I get it. They have to have enough content in order to make this a standalone game, but a lot of this is just bleh. It's just one complaint I really have about this game is just a lot of this game is filler. So yeah, kinda sucks. Oh well. Alright. Level up with that. We should have enough to finish things out. Tawny carrots here are really common. Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of Glacio great swords. Again, I'm not going to bother with those. Alright then. So Menoth, I really like playing. I don't know. I consider him a pretty fun blade to use. Just maintaining that perfect aggro because his talent art, which I didn't quite go into, it doubles your damage and triples your aggro output. The more you work on him, the less aggro you'll naturally gain, and you'll just do lots of damage. Well, let's turn things in. Hello there, Mungo. Prince Adam and your companions by your side. If I may boldly guess, were you so kind as to come here to order some desert traveling preparation? Bang on the mark. Here's some tawny carrots and nest asterisk extract for several people share of the remedies. Oh, very good. It never hurts to be well provisioned, no matter how well touched I am. This gladdens not only my heart, but those of the resistance and the people of Valletta. Huh? Looks like you finally found it within you to bear burdens of Torna, your majesty. Wonderful. Sorry, Mungo. I'm not sure I follow you. To think the day would finally come. The long years I have spent waiting for your majesty to ascend the throne. Adam, you aren't thinking of doing anything like that, are you? No. The thought never even crossed my mind. Where's all this coming from, Mungo? Yes. His Majesty the King has a kind heart, no doubt about it. A little too kind at times, but to do as what he must. I feel that many of his subjects long for decisive and resolute leadership, such as the Prince could offer. Prince Adam, if only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. Your Imperial Majesty, What a thing to say. Prince Adam possesses great virtue, but I must humbly assert that your majesty has at least an equal portion. I concur absolutely with the Gion, your majesty. I really think you're making too much of this charisma of mine. Anyways, I could never usurp a lawful ruler or bloodline. I want to go to the royal capital, but only to protect Torna, not to take it over. Really? Well, that's a terrible shame, if you ask me, your majesty. I don't know if you're serious or not there, Mungo, but either way, at least that kind of talk is unwise to say the least. Prince Zetar is notoriously insecure. If he heard something like that, things could get pretty interesting. It's alright for some. Ha. Anything's interesting when you can just sit back and watch from the sidelines. Well, I certainly moved by your declaration of loyalty, your majesty. I promise to be a little more discreet about my hopes for you to ascend the throne from now on. Then you can stop addressing me as your majesty. Well then, my good apothecary. For now, how much can we acquire your fine medicine? Oh yes, the portion... Yes, purpose of your visit. Forgive me, I got a little sidetracked there. I'll just make the ingredients and combine them post-haste. There we are. Desert medicine for 5. Alright then. Thank you, Mungo. Alright then. Now at last we can finally cross Let Bridge and make for the capital. I'll pray for the safety of your journey, your majesty. Alright then. So, we can cross a desert. Hooray!
I'm just happy we made someone
Alright
happy.
then. So with that all done, we're going to head and make a final rest stop to conclude the episode off. So from here, we have ourselves Grammatology for Mina. It's alright, you're going to need a lot of memento bark and sticky stick insects. That's the theme about Mina. Alright, I'm just seeing if I can craft anything else. I don't think so.
I know it'll be worth the wait.
Not looking like it.
Let's get down
Yeah,
to
so we have
business.
everyone on our team.
I will challenge myself
Oh,
today.
Roggle.
Does it suit your
Cool.
tastes?
Oh, we can craft more perfume.
I was so self-absorbed, I almost burned
And
into
nothing new there.
cinders.
Alright
A little
then.
Nervous. To
So
tell
I
you
guess
the
let's go
truth.
ahead and rest things up. And wrap things up. Nice, 32.
More power? Don't mind if I do.
Alright then. And 33.
I fight for my
Really good for
friends.
this point of the game.
All credit to my
Cool, so
sibling
yeah,
in
chain
arms.
attacks, they're going to really help you out gain your experience. Alright then, and with that, we made pretty good progress this episode. We managed to, well, do a bit more here in Aletta, cross the bridge, got ourselves a new party member, our last party member, and gained the necessary provisions needed to cross a desert. Next time in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country, we make way towards the next area, and that is a big Muramura. Holy smokes. That looks like fun. So yeah, big scary monsters. So yeah, so we're going to make our way towards the desert. I will see you guys then.